back door of the house. It doesn't seem that anyone could go out or in through it. There's a baseball bat propped on the fence. Someone perhaps threw it away. I can see it's cracked. Clean. No signs of blood. I'd like to have a picture of this. There are pronounced prints of big shoes on the ground, one of them obviously cracked. I don't see anything interesting there. Take a picture of this, will you? There is a box in front of the door. It's almost like someone was trying to get to that glass filling above it, but it can't be opened and it's obviously untouched. I can see several cigarette butts and the prints of smaller shoes. Someone who went through the soft black mud around the puddles was standing here quite a while. Nothing interesting here. We should document this. The door is closed. I'd need a key to get inside. Through the cracks, I can see that the door is blocked by some boards on the other side. There is some piece of cloth caught up there, or I'd guess it's plastic? Clean. No signs of blood. Take a picture of this, please. The entrance door is behind a strong locked gate. No one could enter that way. The gate in the metal fence is locked by a padlock. There is a clear smear of some red liquid on the wall. Thank God it's not blood. After the experience on Mission Street, I got seriously creeped out. I don't see any traces of blood here. I don't see anything interesting here, even under the UV light. Not a trace of blood. I don't see any traces of blood here. I don't see anything interesting here, even under the UV light. Edwards, do you have a minute?
Sure.
I'd like to see those photos again.
Okay.
Now I have to place the relevant pieces of evidence in a chronological sequence. That way I may be able to find out what happened here. It all starts with the arrival of the contact. I'm pretty sure the first clue is now in the right place. So, Burke's contact snuck into his car, got in the back seat, and Burke tried to see him in the mirror. Up to that point, I'm right on track, I think. Let's see, the contact entered from the back, hit Burke. Burke fell into the driver's seat and tried to get up. I think I've almost got it. Yes, this is how it most likely happened. It's pretty clear from those clues. The contact attacked Burke from the back seat and disarmed him. Then he put a plastic bag over his head and dragged him away from the car. And thanks to that piece of bag, we know where to...
We have to report that. 523, we have an 1199. Detective Duran, who's present with us, found evidence indicating that Captain Burke was kidnapped.
523, Detective Duran? Who was that?
523, an expert from the office for...
Art theft investigation.
Art theft investigation. The FBI requested her for cooperation on the Mission Street case.
523, 23. 523, almost all units are tied up at the robbery on Union Square. Your backup is slightly delayed. For the time being, Detective Duran is permitted to keep surveying the area, but do not, I repeat, do not, in any case, step into buildings until backup comes.
523, 10-4. So you heard it. You have to be careful. I'll give you our radio and take the camera as well.
Kira, is that...
Burke? No. Just some homeless guy. Shot. Seriously, I'd say. I think he's delirious.
He really doesn't look good. I'll call an ambulance.
No! Floyd stays here. No doctors, no needles.
Well, at least we know his name.
I'll call them anyways, but I don't need to tell him that. Hopefully they're on their way. And by the way, how did you get here anyway?
Past those two cops. They weren't exactly happy, but you can't say no to an FBI badge. But where have you been?
Looking for clues in Burke's car?
Sure. Well, when...
Shining, all those colors are shining.
This doesn't look good. He's lost too much blood. He mustn't go into shock.
If you want to fight him while treating him, help yourself. I won't stop you.
A picture of a young girl. According to what's written and how he's placed it here, I'd guess it could be his daughter. One of the nameless mass of forgotten people that every big city has. Unfortunately, he didn't choose a good place to live. Obviously, the homeless man has ripped up his trouser leg to get to the wound, but he can't do anything about it. The wound looks nasty, but I'd say that it's a relatively clean penetration, so at least I don't have to worry about the bullet. Questionable label and the unmistakable smell of cheap but quite strong alcohol. There's enough left in the bottle, but he's worried about something else now. There are visible traces of blood on the bottle. He obviously tried to ease the pain from getting shot by drinking. The homeless man sleeps on the remains of a filthy bolted iron frame that used to be a bed. No great comfort, but still better than lying on the cold ground. There are various visible stains on the bed. Not all of them are blood. I'll take the bottle from him. Considering the quality of its content, he should probably thank me. Edwards has adjusted my walkie in such a way that I'm able to communicate directly with them and won't interfere with the air traffic from the other patrols. I've got a man who's been shot here.
Is it Burke?
No, some homeless guy.
Can you give him first aid?
I hope so. An ambulance is on its way. Edwards, do you have a minute?
Sure.
I found a man shot in the alley.
Really? Can you treat him?
I think I can, but I'll need some equipment.
I think there's gotta be a first aid kit somewhere in the car.
The first aid handbook in the kit is quite well arranged. I know the basics, of course, but it's good to be sure. Exactly what I need now.
Have you seen him? I call him K-Cow, the faithful one. He comes here every day. You scatter something for him and he comes down for it. Good, isn't it?
Well, I've seen some better stunts, I guess.
Did you see him? He always stays near here.
Yes, I see. Have you trained that pigeon for a long time?
No, he's smart, very smart. If I had anything to feed him with, I would.
You work here in the cleaning shop? I need a piece of thick, clean cloth for treating an injury.
But these belong to the customers. Maybe I've got some at home. I'll bring some for a couple of bucks.
Okay, bring me something and then we're even.
But you watch my store, all right?
Oi! You can't go in there now! Hey, come back! We're investigating that shooting! It's for your own safety!
Damn, Caesar, how many times have I told you not to do this to me? Do you want to kill me?
There's always something.
Officer,
Yes, Madame Durand?
I really need that shop assistant to bring me a piece of clean cloth to treat this man that's been shot.
But he can't go in there. If something happens to him, who's gonna get in trouble? You?
Sweet Jesus, there's a man dying, and I have to do something about it. Where can I get a piece of clean cloth? Can you give me your shirt?
But I really...
Let him in there, damn it. I'm telling you that nothing will happen to him.
All right then, but he has to be careful.
All of a sudden, it's possible. That pigeon might have shown up just because of this donut.
He likes bread better. I don't know if he comes for candy. Let's see. Come inside and watch. See? See, I told you. Trained pigeon.
That animal is supposed to be intelligent? I almost got hit by the flower pot he dropped.
That's his sense of humor. Good, isn't it?
Bits of the flower pot, the victim of the trained pigeon. I can't imagine anyone wanting their flower pot back in this state. I'll take one of the shards. Listen, I'd like to ask you something.
Sure, you're here with those cops, aren't you? I'm glad to help.
Would you bring me that piece of cloth? I'll pay for it.
Coming. Here, $10.
What is it?
T-shirt, your size, $8.
Good, here you go.
Thanks, Missy has a nose for good stuff.
You would sell it even cheaper, wouldn't you? A common, freshly washed ladies' t-shirt. I won't bother looking for the brand. If I cut a little with this sharp shard, it will be easier to pluck a strip of cloth away. That's it, but we're not finished yet. The wound needs a bit more care. Fortunately, the pen didn't break and the wound stopped bleeding. Cleaning the wound is an important step. If he survives the blood loss, it would be a pity to let him die of sepsis. Good thing he has such strong alcohol here. Now only to dress the wound. I can't do anything else. Hopefully it will ease his pain. Maybe he'll recover a little. Sir, are you with me?
Leave me alone.
I found a picture here. Who's that girl?
Caitlin. My little Katie.
Is that your daughter? Stay awake! Is that your daughter? Where is she? What happened to her?
Far away with my wife. I wish to see her once more.
So keep trying, damn it. You have to stay awake, okay? Or you're not going to see her anymore.
All right. For Katie.
Think of her and try to hold on. The ambulance should be here any minute.
I wanted only to take a look. How would I know that the bastard would start shooting? He shoots and shouts and them run, and he would go crazy and shoot.
You've seen this? Where was it?
Around the corner. I hid behind a fence and heard that. But I got one through the fence. I heard some noise. damn it, it hurts.
Where's the damn ambulance? Edwards, did the ambulance arrive yet?
Lara,
Damn, why is it taking so long?
Lara, they will pick him up. We're in a hurry. Haven't you heard what he said? It happened behind the fence around the corner. We have to look there.
But he's not in good shape.
You saved a life that should have ended. Fine. But another one is in danger. We have to go. Now.
So we're going to leave him here just like that?
You can't do any more for him. He'll be all right. I promise. Come on.
But there's no one here.
Something happened here. We have to find out quickly what it was. Now it's my turn to show some effort.
Why?
You've saved a life already. Now it's my turn to search for clues. And you take photos, light with the UV lamp, and write everything down. Someone shot several times from a gun here. According to the cartridges, it's a 9mm. It looks like they spent a whole magazine. This is definitely a key from handcuffs. I can see no blood here. This is definitely a key from handcuffs. I can see no blood here. Take a picture of this for me. Take a picture of this for me.
There is a plastic bag lying on the ground and strips of thick tape on it.
On the ground there are tossed handcuffs. Probably the ones used on Burke. They're unlocked. There are definitely blood marks all over the bag. Quite a lot of them. I can see no blood here. Take a picture of this for me. Take a picture of this for me. There's a layer of old cracked asphalt on the ground. There's some blurry, bloody shoe prints. Pity there isn't any visible pattern. Take a picture of this for me. There's a man's shoe, new looking, on the ground. Tied up. Is there any connection? Did it belong to Burke or his contact? The shoe sole has a soft pattern, and it's clean, except for a small amount of blood. Take a picture of this for me.
I don't think we will find any more evidence here now.
Yes, I think you're right. Lara?
Yes?
We should go through what we've learned here.
Sure. We have to find Burke as soon as possible.
So far we know Come on, let's make sure we haven't overlooked anything.
So those bloody shoe prints leading to the garbage container belonged to Burke as well as the shoe. The informer's shoes had very distinct soles.
I agree. Maybe we should check the area around the garbage container a bit more thoroughly. Someone shot at least 7 times in this direction. Either they were a lousy shooter, or their target was moving. Someone shot at least 7 times in this direction. Either they were a lousy shooter, or their target was moving. It's possible here to climb down the emergency staircase. Or up. I can see no blood here. I can see no blood here. Take a picture of this for me. Lara?
Yes?
I'd like to discuss with you what we actually know.
Sure, let's look at it.
I can see a tiny blood spot in UV light. Take a picture of this for me.
I guess we found all the evidence there is.
Definitely. All we have to do now is look at what we have and think. Think hard. Lara?
Yes?
I'd like to discuss with you what we actually know.
Sure, let's look at it. Of course, this is how it happened.
Come on, let's make sure we haven't overlooked anything.
So Burke probably fell on that container and then on the ground.
We should look under it too. One never knows.
Whose cell phone might that be?
Won't be that hard to guess. But still, we should have a look what's in there.
Last call's coming from police headquarters and one unknown number. And there's a calendar here. There's a record about today's press conference. So that's clear.
Yes, it belongs to Burke. What about that unknown number? He talked to that contact today.
Do you really think that he's going to pick up a call from Burke's phone now?
We can always try, right?
Okay, I'm calling. See, I told you.
Wait, quiet. Can you hear it?
It's coming from that house. He hung up. We have to hurry. We have a house here where Burke's potential kidnapper could be hiding. It's a restaurant, Red Dragon. Watch the front door and hurry with the backup.
Copy that, but don't go inside. It's too dangerous.
No, tell him there's no time. We're going in.
I'm going inside.